Welcome back to Minecraft Mystery Storyteller, where the adventure continues in Chapter 8. In this episode, we dive deep into a Minecraft mystery that's been unfolding both in and out of the game. In today's video, we follow the thrilling case of the missing Hally Heart doll. Ancy, Geor and Tess have been investigating, but there's only one suspect left, Rina Hander. Will we be able to crack the case before Andre misses out on his doll forever? It's time to search for clues, question suspects, and maybe even sneak into a ball sack or two. In this episode, they talk through the investigation strategies to piece together the mystery. There's an unexpected twist when they get a call from Andre, who's getting more desperate by the minute. Explore Minecraft mystery-solving skills that parallel real life, detective work, and maybe even get hands on some unexpected clues. So let's start to Minecraft Mystery Story in Part 8. What did you take, Cassie? Ancy inquired. Did you take the doll? No doubt, Cassie, Arcee said. What's in the sack? Cassie held out her jam the rucksack. She lifted the front fold and said, Stick your hand in and see with your own eyes. Ancy ventured into the rucksack. She felt something soft and tacky. Ooh, Ancy cried. She yanked out her hand. It was trickling with pink and white goo. What is this stuff? Whipped cream and strawberry filling. Cassie made sense of it. After the TV show, I was ravenous, so I went into the kitchen. I saw the last piece of birthday cake in the fridge. However, I didn't take it. Yet, Geor said. It's all around Ancy's hand. I took it when Mrs. Sharon said I could, Cassie said. I didn't believe that Andre should be aware. So I put the piece in my rucksack before everyone awakened. Ancy held up her drippy hand. So that is the very thing that Cassie had in her knapsack. The last piece of birthday cake. I can't eat it now, Cassie said. It's excessively soft. That is without a doubt, Ancy murmured. She snatched a pile of napkins to wipe her hand. Then she, Tess and Geor left the donut shop. Up to this point, Nadie and Cassie are blameless, Geor said. That implies we have just a single suspect left. Rina Hander, Tess said. It was 2:00. As the young ladies sat tight for Mrs. Ain before the donut shop, Ancy was getting stressed. Imagine a scenario where Rina hadn't taken Hally Heart. Consider the possibility that I will never address the case. Ancy pondered. Everything that will I say to Andre? It's difficult being a criminal investigator, Daddy, Ancy said that evening at supper. I have just a single suspect left. Mr. Dawn was certainly not an investigator, yet he was a legal counselor, so he knew pretty much everything there is to know about cases. At times hints can prompt different signs, Pumpkin, Mr. Dawn said as he buttered his roll. How? Ancy inquired. Mr. Dawn winked at Ancy and said, I have an understanding you'll find for yourself. I definitely expect as much, Daddy. Ancy moaned. After supper, Ancy assisted Anna with drying the dishes. As she dried the last glass, the telephone rang. Ancy put the towel on the counter and got the kitchen telephone. Hi, she said. Did you track down my doll? Andre's voice inquired. Not yet, Andre, Ancy replied, gradually. You need to track down her by tomorrow evening. Andre howled. My dad is taking me to tea after school. He advised me to bring Hally Heart. You actually didn't let your folks know that she's missing? Ancy inquired. I can't, Andre said. Ancy bit her lower lip. It was at that point Sunday night. They would be in school the entire day on Monday. When might she chip away at the case? I actually need to converse with Rina, Ancy said. Then go directly to Rina tomorrow and ask her where she concealed my doll, Andre said. Or on the other hand, look inside her ball pack. Simply make certain to hold your nose first. I'll do all that can be expected, Andre, Ancy guaranteed. She could hear Andre moan on the opposite end. First my doll vanishes, Andre said. Then, at that point, my closest companion Mardi lacks the capacity to deal with me. My life is so difficult. Ancy heard a tick. Andre had hung up the telephone. Ancy squeezed the off button on the telephone and turned around. Blueberry was sitting behind her. The little earthy colored doggy positioned her head as she gazed toward Ancy. Amazing, Blue, Ancy said. Being an investigator is much harder than I suspected. I actually can't completely accept that we need to address the case by this evening. Geor cried. That is only a couple of hours from now, Tess said. How are we going to do that, Ancy? Ancy shook her head. It was Monday. The 4th and 5th graders were in the schoolyard for break. The vast majority of the children were playing kickball. Some were on the swings. Others were shooting loops on the ball court. Andre believes me should address Rina today, Ancy said. However, I would rather not humiliate her before everyone. Nor I, Tess said. Ballsack, Ancy said. She additionally believes us should glimpse inside her bushel. Nuh-uh, Geor moaned. That is one sack. I'm certainly not investigating. Did you carry our hints to school, Ancy? Tess inquired. Perhaps we can look at them some more. Ancy pulled the plastic hint sack from her coat pocket. Inside were the fluffy tape and the orange button. My father says that signs can prompt different hints, Ancy said. However, I actually don't have the foggiest idea what he implies. She dropped the pack once again into her pocket. All at once, a ball moved against her foot. Ancy turned upward and saw Rina remaining on the b-ball court. Close to her stood Ted Nixon from the 5th grade. Ancy and Ted went to the equivalent pediatry machine. They used to play in the sitting area together when they were pretty much nothing. Toss it here, Ancy, Rina called. Definitely, Ancy, Ted called. Do your absolute best. Okay, Ancy said happily. She got the ball. She was going to remove it when somebody grabbed it from her hands. Hello, Ancy said. She turned and saw Andre grasping the ball. Her mouth was a bleak line as she gazed across the schoolyard at Rina. You're not getting it back, Rina Hander, Andre yelled. All not until you answer Ancy's inquiries. But as the clock ticks down, can they solve the case in time? Can they uncover the truth about who took the doll? Tune in to find out. Don't forget to hit the like button to follow the entire story and see how this mystery unfolds. Leave a comment. Hit subscribe and the notification bell so you never miss an episode of our Minecraft Mystery Adventures. Thank you for staying. See you in part 9.